Hey guys, welcome back to Ivy Crypto. Today I want to do a follow-up video on the Elon Musk video that I did the other week, just talking about what I think his end game is and how I think he is using his influence with cryptocurrency to his advantage by revolutionizing the energy market and what it can mean for Bitcoin. So let's get right into it. We've got a fair bit to get through. So the theory that I said last week was that Tesla may have a larger plan for integrating the Bitcoin network than many seem to understand. After all, why would a solar company invest nearly 10% of their cash in Bitcoin only for Elon Musk to tweet negatively about it almost right after? The answer to the question is simple. Tesla's main business is in solar energy. This consists of solar roofs, panels, power walls, utilities, etc., etc. This energy can be monetized with a particular use case, including Bitcoin. This means that excess clean energy from Tesla products can be monetized through Bitcoin mining that would otherwise be put to no use. Tesla may help form the green Bitcoin narrative that's so attractive to investors, all while incentivizing solar energy, which is it's trading renewables essentially. It is a little known fact that Tesla actually makes a solid amount of money from selling regulatory credits they earn from the selling of zero-emission vehicles. Even more significantly, when near all-time high, Tesla was in more profit from Bitcoin than an entire year of selling cars. But how exactly would all these new miners within the network ensure 100% uptime in the distributed web of energy markets? With the combination of satellites like Elon Musk's Starlink and SpaceX, we can expect connections in the most destitute of areas. This link here talks about Starlink and what it's going to do. The other outside implications of this should not go understated. We could talk about this for days and days and days, but we'll keep it simple. Let's first get a basic understanding of renewable energy and how can it be applied to Bitcoin. It is important to understand that renewables are not exactly new to blockchain. In fact, 39% of Bitcoin miners were reported to use renewables to mine their Bitcoin. But it is their unique, particular synergy that may in fact be a revolutionary advancement to the entire world. Bitcoin has inherent mechanisms to incentivize location-independent energy sources and connect them to the grid where it had previously not been possible. It is quite literally the only profitable use of energy that does not need to be connected to a human society in the world. With the energy market, there are never issues in terms of scarcity. It is rather an issue of how to channel that energy geographically. Integrating Bitcoin can serve as a universal buyer of last resort for the entire energy market. This has already been seen in some cases. As El Salvador literally built a Bitcoin mining ecosystem from a volcano in little to no time, anywhere with a running source of water could monetize their isolated energy sources by using it to mine Bitcoin. Running water, mine. Windy, mine. Volcano, mine. This in effect, would have a substantial economic impact, particularly for less developed countries. Until now, the unbanked society could not have access to or use almost any currency but their own countries, oftentimes subject to inflation. It would be revolutionary to say the least. Bitcoin provides the foundation for a massive transfer of wealth to the unfortunate majority without the access to easy banking. Not only is this monetary policy battle-tested, but it has the liquidity, decentralization needed, and it is open to use for all. Elon Musk and others may be turning energy into an asset that is instantly bankable. This is without the need of a middleman or even internet connection. Bitcoin will single-handedly change the existing economics of energy with a universal profitable source of renewable energy. But we do in fact have beyond just speculation to confirm these rather outlandish assumptions. It appears an organization is forming of sorts around making this use case a reality, and it includes some of the world's best developers in technology who are working on it. What am I referring to, you say? It's called the Bitcoin Clean Energy Initiative, a group made to accelerate the use of renewables with Bitcoin. Members include the likes of Cathie Wood's ARK Invest, a big asset manager, Square, a digital payment services provider, and maybe Elon Musk. They recently wrote an in-depth research paper, which is here, Illustrating the promises of solar Bitcoin mining. Its strategy includes specific use cases for massive energy providers like Tesla, and it is outlined in this article, which I'll attach in the link in the bio. It argues that the implementation of Bitcoin to the grid would effectively bring in more revenue with energy that is otherwise wasted for pennies on the dollar, incentive renewable energy, and help overall energy provision across the grid. Here are some key points in the paper. Now, do you notice that this is exactly what Tesla says they were trying to do with their virtual power plant? It is becoming very clear that they are using blockchain technology specifically and an aim to help better provision energy on the market with virtual power plants. So, we know that they're all likely working to change energy as we know it. But how close are we to this actually coming to fruition? Blockstream and Square teamed up to a solar mining facility, which can offer us some insight on this. It is just the first of what I believe will become many. I didn't think it's a coincidence that Jack Dorsey and Elon Musk are so well interconnected, especially when it comes to Bitcoin. We have reason to believe that Tesla may be about to make a move on Bitcoin in a big way. A key factor limiting the growth of renewables is production cost. Can you imagine a world that is profitable, sustainable, and energy abundant across the globe? This can change the entire narrative that Bitcoin is bad for the environment, and it makes complete sense for Tesla. The environmental problems of Bitcoin is not something new, but it is quickly becoming a big issue for some investors. Many large corporations and institutions now apply a standard known as ESG when making investments. This refers to the concepts of environment, social, governance. What the powerful individuals working at the Bitcoin Clean Energy Initiative are doing is effectively creating the grounds for institutional adoption. Not only will it change the perspective of Bitcoin as the general society knows it, but it will empower entire new economies to form. Solar, energy, and Bitcoin will give millions of people access to a decentralized distributed grid and banking services. These moves will pave the way for many more institutions to adopt Bitcoin mining strategy as part of their business model. And I think it's absolutely incredible, revolutionary, and I could throw out a bunch of other words out there. What do you guys think? Do you agree with my theory? This is backed by a little bit of research, and I do think that this is just the beginning. We're in the red. We're going to stay in the red for a little bit, but if any of this comes to fruition, this could be absolutely game changing for the cryptocurrency space. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, watch this space.